Chapter 443, Man Tribes Challenge. Translator, Chibi General Editor, Chibi General. A month later, Gay Yao's death was finally discovered. The news spread as many Jizji tribesmen cried. Although Gay Yao had a troublesome personality, she was kind-hearted and the beauty of the tribe. People loved her. She had many pursuers in Gay tribe. "Oh, my daughter, it was father who harmed you." Old Jay tribe leader was extremely upset, falling terribly ill. Gay Guang was the stand-in tribe leader, with the elders assisting him. Gay tribe was anguished and upset. They had a heavy mood. Gay Yao's death had huge impacts. Man tribe leader's third son, Man Duo, fell in love with Gay Yao at first sight. He had been demanding for her. Now that she was dead, where were they going to find a girl for him? Man tribe was a large tribe. They had expanded greatly these years and had absorbed many small tribes in the process. After a few victories, their morale was high, and they were even more arrogant against the despondent Jesa tribe. During their conversations, they gave Jay Guang great pressure as they demanded fiercely. Jay tribe was a newly arrived tribe. They were not as huge as Man tribe, and now that they had lost their home, they had to live in someone else's territory, relying on Hongyun Valley during the snowy climate. Thus, Gerguang was very passive now. He was extremely anxious. In his room, Fang Yuan sat on his bed as he opened his eyes. On his right palm was a wolf soul gu. This gu was about thumb size. It was like a gray wolf-shaped doll, giving off an eerie blue light. "This is the 9th wolf soul gu." Fang Yuan injected his primeval essence, and the wolf soul gu expanded. In a few breaths' time, it turned into a gray-white wolf soul. The wolf soul opened its mouth, howling silently as it crashed into Fang Yuan's body. This impact was silent, but Fang Yuan could feel his soul trembling as his eyes went into a daze. The wolf soul directly crashed into his soul. The originally human-shaped 100-man soul underwent some reaction and lost its human form, fusing with the wolf soul into a surging soul mist. The soul mist did not disperse. Instead, it moved and rolled around in Fang Yuan's body, showing a wolf's head, tail, or even Fang Yuan's appearance at times. After 5 minutes, the soul mist gathered and formed a new human soul. Except this human soul was different. Fang Yuan's 100-man soul earlier was completely his own appearance. His eyes, ears, and nose were all the same. But after going through 9 wolf soul gu's refinement, although the 100-man soul was still human-shaped, there was a pair of wolf ears on his head, and his hair extended to his waist. His eyes also became wolf eyes. His entire body was thinner, and his nose was sharper. Before, his 100-man soul was huge and was almost bursting his actual body. But now, after refinement, it was more condensed, and the color had turned from pale white to a slight hint of gray-white. Fang Yuan calculated, when he finishes using his wolf soul gu, the 100-man soul would be refined to its limits. By then, his entire soul would become half man, half wolf, the so-called Wolfman soul. Wolfman's soul is many times stronger than an ordinary 100-man soul. After having the Wolfman soul, Fang Yuan would be able to continue strengthening his soul, raising the 100-man soul to 1,000 or even 10,000-man soul. Of course, 10,000-man soul was not the limit. There was even 100-million-man soul. In theory, the soul can strengthen limitlessly. Back then, Spectral Soul Demon Venerable, who created the soul path, definitely surpassed 100-million-man soul. His Demon Venerable soul had 1,000 arms and palms, 3 heads. The front head had dragon horns, lion mane, snake eyes, and elephant tusks. The left head had a peach forehead, grass hair, and 3 flower-like eyes. The right head had a cloud fringe, lightning eyes, fire ears, and golden mouth. He was unbelievable strong. His might was immeasurable. Even now, this appearance was still deeply worshipped and adored by many people. Many mortals in southern border used clay to create his statue, to pray to and give offerings. Spectral Soul Demon Venerable was the #1 soul cultivator in history. Fang Yuan's Wolfman soul now was like an ant against a giant. He still needed to grow stronger. After a little rest, Fang Yuan took out the strength of Tenjung Gu. This gu was an iron weight. It was very heavy to carry. Fang Yuan bought 5 strength of 10 Zhonggu. He was already using the third now. His body's physical strength had increased to 20 Jun, that is, 600 Jin. The rank 4 strength of 10 Zhonggu was weaker than rank 4 beast strength Gu, but its advantage was that the strength could be stacked. Previously, Fang Yuan had used a Kunlun Bull strength Gu and obtained the beast phantom of the Kunlun Bull. But if he used a second Kunlun Bull strength Gu, there would be no effects, and he would not get another beast phantom either. But Jun's strength Gu did not have this restriction. It could be stacked until the body's limit was reached. Of course, although Fang Yuan had the strength of 600 Jin, he could not unleash them all at once normally. The common weaknesses of strength path. Jun's strength Gu still had them. Otherwise, domination immortal Chudu would not be called the twilight of strength path, but the rise of strength path. Of course, similar beast strength Gu could be stacked, but an additional beast fetus Gu was needed to do so. Many different recipes of beast fetus Gu were passed down, but even so, the materials needed for the Gu refinement were very rare, as the cost of the Gu refinement was too high, and the success rate was inferior to Jun's strength Gu. It eventually got eliminated in the competition. Fang Yuan activated his primeval essence, injecting them into Jun's strength Gu. The Jun's strength Gu flew above his head, giving off a strange light. The light shone on Fang Yuan as his body was steadily modified. But at this time there were knocks on his door. Soon after, a voice was heard. "Uncle Chang Shan Yin, Junior Ge Guang would like to meet you." Fang Yuan let him in, only to see that Ge Guang was in a pathetic state. There was even a white bone arrow on his shoulder. He was in a terrible condition. Upon seeing Fang Yuan, Ge Guang kneeled on the ground. His eyes were red, begging, "Uncle, please save me." Fang Yuan's gaze shone. He had an answer in his heart as he spoke. "What happened? Is Man tribe attacking us at full force? Have they charged into Jie tribe's camp already?" Ge Guang answered, "Uncle is half right. The problem is Man tribe. The Man tribe leader's third son, Man Duo, heard that father was bedridden and unconscious. Thus he immediately brought his Man tribe experts over to challenge us, wanting us to hand over my sister Ge Yao. But my sister is already dead. How can I hand her over to him?" No matter how I explained, that Man Duo lad did not believe me. According to the rules of the grassland, we Gyer's tribe have to accept the challenge. Now he had already killed our tribe's third elder and even injured 3 people. Even I lost to them. Fang Yuan's guess was completely right. These few days, Man tribe had been oppressive and tyrannical. The more Ge tribe endured, the more it fueled Man tribe's arrogance. Although Fang Yuan had been cultivating hard these days, he was not in close cultivation. He was clear of the outside situation. Speaking of which, Chang Shan Yin's return to Northern Plains requires a grand stage to create some commotion. I should use this chance to announce the return of the former hero. Thinking of this, Fang Yuan helped Ge Yao up and said, "During these days I have been imposing on Ge tribe. I cannot watch from the sidelines. Bring me there." "Uncle, I thank you on behalf of our entire tribe." Ge Guang was overjoyed. The two walked out, but before they got to the entrance, they heard the shouts and screams outside. "Ge tribe is full of cowardly rats. Come out and accept your death." This was the voice of a young man. "Man Duo, you are going too far," a Ge tribe elder screamed. Hey, so what if I am bullying you? Leopards and wolves capture their prey. Eagles and falcons bully small birds. This is the rule of the world. Quickly hand over Ge Yao, otherwise I will continue challenging you and kill every single member of Ge tribe." "Despicable! If old tribe leader was here, would you dare?" Ge tribe elder rebuked. Man Duo was furious. You are the despicable ones. You agreed to the wedding, but now you refuse to hand over the woman. You went back on your words. I know you are hiding Ge Yao, trying to stall for time. First you said she ran away, now you said she's dead. Do you think I am a fool? If a mere rabbit dares to toy with a wolf, you will have to pay with your life. Shi Wu, continue beating them, challenge them. Ge tribe, quickly send your next victim here to fight. Ha 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 ha. G tribe elders' expressions were pale. They looked at each other, but none dared to go up. Shiwu was huge and bald. With his bulging muscles, he walked onto the stage with a cruel smile. He was ranked 3 peak stage, having great strength. The elder that Ge tribe sacrificed was beaten to death on the spot. He walked on the center of the stage, staring at Ge tribe's camp. "Why is no one here? Don't tell me you were afraid." Zhao tribe was furious and ashamed. Fire burnt in their eyes as they stared at Shiwu. "Cowardly chicken, let me give you some courage. I have 100,000 primeval stones here. If anyone dares to come here and defeat me, I will hand the primeval stones over to you." No one answered him. Shiwu laughed in a frenzy. G tribe, you are but a bunch of rabbits and sheep. Have you laughed enough?" With Jieguang leading the way, Fang Yuan walked out of the crowd with a plain expression. Shi Wu's laughter stopped. His pupils shrunk as he looked at Fang Yuan in shock. "Rank 4 Gu Master? Who is this person?" Not just Shi Wu, but all of the Man tribesmen here had this huge question. Was Man tribe concealing another rank 4 Gu Master? Man Duo felt something amiss. He came here to find trouble, because old Ge tribe leader was bedridden, but to think that Ge tribe had a second rank 4 battle strength expert. Before I came, I had already checked clearly. Where is this expert from? Carrying such suspicions, Man Duo jumped down from his horse, changing his attitude as he placed his right hand at his chest, greeting Fang Yuan. "Hello, friend. You are not from Ge tribe. Why must you interfere in our matters?" Fang Yuan gave this Man Duo a glance, feeling amused by this young man. The first time he had heard of this Man Duo was from Ge Yao's descriptions. Although this Man Duo was the third son of Man tribe leader, he was weak and sickly since young, and had poor aptitude, only C grade. Although he was over 20 years old now, he only had rank 2 cultivation. He was dark and skinny, like a monkey. But he was definitely not as feeble as Ye Yao described. He had a scheming and devious pair of eyes with the flames of ambition burning within them.